The senior had been coming off the bench early in the season, but a steadying force in the backcourt for Kansas. Here's the freshman Fandel on the dribble.
Yeah, she and Greer, who's also into the game, work well together. That's a tough move. Excellent footwork by Masagayo, showing her skills.
And El Tayeb getting the bounce pass knocked away from her. Got it back though, second chance and finishes.
Yeah, that is extra effort by El Tayeb. We give the credit to the defenses so far.
And a rip in the backcourt here, and lay-in is up and good by Walker.
And that's what you do if X and O it a little bit to try to find out where the scoring can come from.
Force it inside to Gooden, who backs down on Nichols and gets the bucket on the inside. Nichols trying to beat the buzzer, cannot. And Colorado
confused by what they are seeing defensively.
Nichols, one move, two moves, and gets herself to the glass.
And that's what I mentioned earlier.
Maya Nichols averaging 18 a game on the season, 5 assists as well on the year. A nice little fadeaway jumper that time from Walker.
You know, Walker grew up in the state of Kansas and Wichita and played at Kansas State, knows Samaya Walker, or Samaya Nichols, extremely well.
Now 6 straight starts in the backcourt for Kansas. Primarily a defensive threat, but can shoot the 3 as well. Nice little drive and kick as Walker finds Masagayo. Wooten misses the 3. Kansas the rebound. Here's Elle Evans, well beyond the arc, and is pure. Evans leading the country still with...
Masagayo being the aggressor though, but look at Elle Evans pulling up. She is so confident when...
Has a seat after putting the Buffs back in front. Reagan Williams back in the Kansas lineup. She drives and scores.
And her shoulders aren't squared up to the ball handler, and that's where she gets the foul call.
Her second. Evans on the drive this time to the baseline.
The ball screen here. They need to get her on the block.
Wooten on the drive, stops from 15 and hits.
You know, as you mentioned, Wooten just a energy player off the bench, averaging 12 points a game. And as we talked to J.R. Payne yesterday, that's really been her MO throughout the course of her coaching career, is to bring that kind of scorer off the bench.
Nichols with a little contact.
But she can get out there and make some things happen.
How about that double high screen for Kansas there? Pinched Walker for a second, but Walker has the last laugh, the rip and the run. We'll take a 2-point lead into the halftime locker room over Colorado.
You know, and that was obviously drawn up in the halftime locker room, and you have to give Masagayo a lot of credit.
She misses 2 at the other end, tried to run the floor and get ahead of the pack, and is a little bit frustrated on those back-to-back misses, but out of bounds. Colorado will have it back.
Yeah, she had a great opportunity there. Have to finish those around the basket, but what great defense to not allow that pass over the top on the other end.
Walker splits the defense down the lane and gets 1 of 5 shooting. Again, she's got 9 20-plus ball games, 4-time reigning Big 12 Freshman of the Week, and muscles one home here.
Jalea Davis on that inbounds play just takes the opportunity against Betson, up and under move, gets her defender up in the air.
Walker, hesitation, pull up from 15 is pure. Walker with a dozen.
And hustle plays, and there she got a nice shot off the screen.
And is face guarding Samaya Nichols at the other end.
And her extra effort have created some opportunities for her, and she's playing with confidence.
Pulls up here from 12 and hits. And you could tell she's playing with a bounce.
Yeah.
Reagan Williams faces up, goes against Betson, who again just picked up her 3rd. And Reagan Williams gets the friendly roll. Waving his arms and calling out the play. Nichols, hesitation, dribble with the left hand off the window and good.
Samaya Nichols getting this ball screen from Davis. Look how she just hesitates just a moment and gets her defender leaning out of position.
Evans off the screen. Now on the bounce, gets Davis going down the lane, falling to the deck was Gooden, and it's going to be a blocking foul and an and 1. Gooden fell early. You can see her kind of trying to get over there, but didn't quite get there in time. Yeah. Only in run blocking.
You're right.
Yeah.
Offensive line.
Yeah. Masagayo goes baseline. Reagan Williams is there for the rebound and draws the foul.
No.
After the double-double against K-State, the Wichita product has been good here today. And Wooten with the step-back 3. A rare make at 3 for the Buffs. In fact, now under 10. They'll rescreen. This time goes and drives at Walker and finishes. Nose on the drive by Nichols.
And it was a great drive by.
Dribbling in front of the Colorado bench. Gets it to Masagayo. Turns and faces on Meister. Draws two defenders off the window and good. Masagayo, the and one.
Took a big hit as she went one-on-one with Meister. And the physical play throughout has really taken Kansas out of a rhythm here down the stretch.
Into Masagayo. Hard in the lane. Turnaround jumper is pure. And rolls in the second. Now Walker will inbound, gets it to Wooten with three, has a window for the shot, it's off the mark. The putback is up and good, and it'll count. Masagayo just hit the game winner. It appears the referees will take a look. But
6 in a row that could have won this ball game.
Masagayo had some big misses. Walker had some misses as well. And both have played awfully well all day for Colorado. Here's a shot from Wooten.
Well, and goes around and goes up with an easy shot.
Evans gets the friendly roll from 17.
And there were some shots available there. Nichols and Elle Evans both had three-point looks.
Betson a trailing three.
Shots that she typically makes.
17 points to lead Kansas, but just 4 of 14 from the field. Colorado gets it inside to Masagayo. Missed the first, but got the putback.
Just kept active. We have seen her get on the offensive board. She almost had the game-winning shot by getting on the offensive board, but knew exactly where it was going.
Get it to Nichols. Pass Betson, who has to relent with her 4 fouls.
Calling out Horn's play so that Walker can get this screen up top.
And how about that shooter's touch? Walker's big day continues. Pushes out her career high now, 23.
And the defender on the screener wasn't there. You got to know who's got the hot hand, and Walker has today. I want to give a lot of credit to Gooden for chasing around Elle Evans. Elle Evans has Kansas.
2 defenders shadowing, including Masagayo on the switch. Got the slip, though, to Meister for the bucket. Kansas to inbound. Back screen now for Nichols. Running around Evans, wing 3 is good.
What a well-executed play.
And they have to foul Wooten on the inbound.
And it gives Kansas a chance.
Wooten back the other way now to shoot free throws. Rattles the first one in.
So they got the ball out quickly to Wooten.
Wooten calmly hits 2 free throws, 14 points, make it 15, including 8 for 8 at the line. Now 10 seconds to go. Colorado by 3. Here comes Nichols against the double team. Shakes free for a moment. Gets it to Canessa. Canessa's going to have to hurry. Fires it up, and it's not going to drop. And Colorado takes 2 in the state of Kansas in Manhattan at K-State on Thursday.